What's not to love about Total Drama? The players in a series of drama with Owen Scar, the players barf. What's not to love about Total Drama? The challenges are tougher, the drama is rougher, the ads are silly, the farts are gassy, the gross of food and the rival feuds. What's not to love about Total Drama? Ow. Hot chicks and some cool dudes, the villains are mean and rude. It's one of the best game shows in cartoons. Montage! Oh my goodness, don't show that! Marshmallows and a gilded Chris, relationship to see them kiss, and of course our bud, Mr. Coconut. What's not to love, what's not to love, what's not to love, Total Drama World Tour! In keeping my promise to review all the seasons of Total Drama, I have to look over Season 3, which has been considered the best season since the series debuted, winning some Toon Awards and would be popular enough to form a spin-off series. Welcome to another episode of the Wonder Reviews. Well, the world is waiting. This is Total Drama World Tour. Okay, before I go analyzing this, I had to address some important facts here. This season was originally called Total Drama the Musical because this season is actually a part musical. However, they changed it to World Tour to make it more accurate. And that's pretty much the premise. It's satirizing another reality series, which is The Amazing Race, because they are traveling around the world while still satirizing Survivor, where they're split into teams, now 3 instead of 2. They have to vote someone out of the game, and the last person left standing wins $1 million. The main cast is back, including a few ones from the first season, and even some new players to spice things up. This is where the strength of the season comes into play. The World Tour adventure is really interesting with each country they go to with their history and threats that awaits our players. The season also brings in some side plots to help develop the contestants, and some of them are actually better than in Season 2, like Cody dealing with Sierra watching over him, Bridget trying to keep her relationship with Jeff even though he's stuck back at the Aftermath, and yes, it's back, the love triangle between Duncan, Gwen, and Courtney, and Heather trying to focus on the game and get rid of Alejandro. But there are a few things that keeps it away from being superior to the first season. I know I'm gonna spoil a bit much, but this was a major chick when this scenario came in on TV. If you guys really want to avoid spoilers, I recommend skip around here. If you've already seen the show or don't care about spoilers, well, let's continue. Okay, so you know this season there are 3 teams instead of 2. Well, one team called Team Victory keeps going on a losing streak every time there is an immunity challenge, and one by one they all go bye-bye because they are either manipulated by Alejandro or DJ screws up because he has to deal with a curse that he ends up hurting animals. I would excuse this if Team Amazon or Team Chris is really hot, lost 1 or 2 members before Victory, but eliminating an entire team before the merge occurs makes the 3 teams twist kinda pointless when you think about it. Season 3 may not be able to steal TDI's victory, but at least it became a runner-up. From 22 to 15 now comes about 17 players competing for the million. Nothing is new to Chris, and Chef is now a pilot. And that's all you got. Unless you count McLean's dirty secret Sierra spilled.
You gonna finish that?
Of course he is. It's Chris's favorite drink.
Wrong.
Second only to tomato juice.
Since Team Victory keeps going on a losing streak, some of them aren't really that interesting. Ezekiel didn't even last long. He got out first again. But to be fair, he actually plays an important role in the game. DJ, all I can say about him is he's a curse, and I don't mean his animal abuse. The only Team Victory member that's interesting and likable is Lindsay. At least she motivates her teammates on never giving up, and she cares about them. For the rest of the contestants, they are the ones we actually focus on. There are some like Owen, Noah, Tyler, and Izzy that do bring in some funny moments because of who they are and when they interact with each other, including some new developments. And then we also have Duncan, Gwen, and Courtney. Some people are split if Duncan should be with Gwen or not. While I still miss Gwen and Trent, I can't really blame on Duncan on this because Courtney tries to make him the quote-unquote perfect boyfriend. Then again, there are some mean-spirited moments where Gwen's teammates gives her the cold shoulder. Finally, you got the new players. First, there's Sierra, the Total Drama fangirl that loves everything Total Drama and Chris related and has a crush on Cody, but he wants some alone time from her. As a character, she is both funny and interesting since she gives out different material. There's also this new co-host on the Aftermath named Blaney. She's like Chris 2.0 if he was a woman because she brings in more drama to the Aftermath, even tried to shatter Bridget and Jeff's relationship. And then there's the main villain of the season, Alejandro. He is actually a more improved Justin because he managed to manipulate a lot of people in the game while still having an interesting relationship with Heather. Speaking of which, Heather is also interesting when it comes to her interactions with Al. You'll never know if she really likes him, but then she'll just wake up and keep her eye on the money. Whether these characters are new or old, you will find some originality and charm to them. For the season about traveling the world, it seems like a challenge when crafting so much animation, and they pull it off really well. The character designs and animation are still nice, and that includes some of the new ones like Sierra and Al. Even the inside of the jumbo plane looks really nice with the first class room, the economy, and Chris's quarters. The show does contain some tiny bits of CGI like on the plane, but those shots are also nice. The background animations are really gorgeous because they managed to pick each country they travel to, like in Egypt, France, Peru, New York, London, and more. Well, no matter who wins or loses, the challenges are really awesome. Not only do the players display what they can do to achieve these obstacles, but they're also creative as the settings. Yes, it's still the same animation as the first two seasons, but it continues to update itself. It makes a lot of sense to talk about the song since, again, it's a part musical and they do play a role in the game. The whole purpose of these songs is that the contestants must sing to stay in the game. If they don't, they will automatically be pulled from the game. The songs in general are really enjoyable to listen through. There are songs like Come Fly With Us, What's Not to Love, and Before We Die that captures that Broadway feel. Oh My Izzy, a sea shanty, and the Chinese lessons are considered ethical with each country they go to, and the rest like Sorry, Boyfriend Kisser, Shearing Sheep, etc. either have rock music or have some nice visuals. No matter which player sings, the vocals are pretty good and even the choreography. The only problem I have with the songs is the way they use it as a penalty to get off the show. Not a lot of people left the show because they didn't sing. Maybe the song challenges would have worked if the contestants received a challenge penalty instead of getting eliminated. But even with that, I really wish these songs were converted into a soundtrack. This season is a big improvement than Total Drama Action. Total Drama World Tour keeps the franchise alive with a new take on traveling the world with some likable characters both old and new, some really nice animation, and some enjoyable musical numbers. Even though there are some things that need to be fixed like with Team Victory or the song penalty, it's still as big as the first season. This is a high recommendation for the Total Drama fans and even those who watch The Amazing Race. Now that we've finished the first generation, it's time to look over a new generation. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to go eat some Total Drama Yum Yum Happy Go Tie Candy Fishtails. Thank you for watching my video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me to share your thoughts. And stay tuned every week for a new review and other project. See you soon.